This is the weekend edition of iFIBER One News, where we present some of the top stories from this week and your weekend weather forecast. I'm Bethany Jinks. Stay tuned for the weekend edition of iFIBER One News.
From the iFIBER One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER One News, and it starts now.
One of our top stories for this week was about the retirement of longtime Moses Lake High School broadcasting teacher Bob Schroeder and the end of the television production program. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
It's fade to black for Moses Lake School District's independent BNC TV channel. The end of the TV production program at Moses Lake High School comes as longtime broadcasting teacher Bob Schroeder announced his retirement after 18 years.
I'm 67, it's time.
Schroeder, a Vietnam veteran who attended Western Washington University at age 40, was recruited away from the Seattle-Tacoma TV market by Christine Armstrong. Today, Armstrong is the district's director of career and technical education programs. She oversees the Columbia Basin Technical Skills Center. Schroeder explained how he came to Moses Lake.
Christine Armstrong, the vocational director here, wanted to start a TV program, and I said, let's do it. And I burned out in television because I worked for NBC, CBS, and ABC in Seattle, yeah, and I worked for Cairo Television in Seattle. About 15, 16 years with Cairo, and I'm a videotape guy. Videotape doesn't exist anymore, but I did that. Also did bringing in live remotes and stuff like that, and then I did replay when I was freelancing, and camera, of course.
Schroeder prides himself in taking at-risk youths under his wing and showing them production skills.
A lot of these kids that have the desire to do something on video, I don't care what kind of video it is, you know, but they have to think through it, and they have to plan it, and then they have to figure out how to do it, and that's what I like. I like it when the light comes on and they figure it out. I'm going, whoa.
His broadcasting program included a remote broadcast vehicle that aired Moses Lake Rodeo, school sports, and graduation ceremonies.
We got this, 8 years ago? Something like that, and we've done, a lot of television out of here.
The classroom with TV monitors everywhere is adjacent to the production studio, now cluttered with equipment that may get a new home.
I think the program is amazing. I think it's the best program in the state. And to shut it down, I think is a crime, but they don't see it that way. I don't understand some of the new television and some of the new media, but the kids do. But they've got to know the basics, so they can break all the rules.
Superintendent Michelle Price said the TV production class has had several years of declining enrollment. Price said career and technical programs should introduce and grow student skills in areas that can lead to high-need industry careers in the community. Price said career technical and skills center administrators are reworking staffing options that are aligned with student interest, industry need, and staffing. Price said something in the photojournalism field is most likely to be offered instead of TV production. Schroeder said at this point he has no idea what he will do next, but many at the high school say he will be missed. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER One News.
I gotta go get a key for it.
The city of Soap Lake is celebrating the completion of its $2 million downtown improvement project on Saturday. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
Little by little, finishing touches are appearing along the sidewalks of downtown Soap Lake. Volunteers and city leaders are getting ready to celebrate the completion of the $2 million downtown street improvement project on Saturday. New bike racks and trash cans are in place on the new sidewalks. A lighted visitor directional sign is up on Main Avenue at Canna Street. Volunteers are landscaping flower beds and pots along the sidewalks. A dedication is set featuring a ribbon cutting as part of the celebration of the new Main Avenue. The dedication's theme is dancing in the streets. The ceremony begins at 10 a.m. in front of Soap Lake Library, 32 Main Avenue East. The Washington National Guard is presenting the flags and the national anthem. The Fallen Heroes float is part of the parade down Main Avenue to Smokeyam Park, where the Soap Lake Powwow takes place from Friday through Saturday. Guest speakers begin talking at 10:15 a.m. A key speaker is Steve Gorchester, Executive Director of the Transportation Improvement Board, the primary funding source for the downtown Soap Lake project. Cultural dances begin at 11 a.m. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.